my girl's
OnlyFans.
Instagram got hacked, right? And
Uh-huh.
why they heard Paige DM me like, "Hey, can I talk to you real quick about some Bitcoin?" I'm like, baby, you in Bitcoin now? Like, no, boy, it got hacked. I'm like, oh shit, you got hacked. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, hilarious, man. And then listen, right? My boy called me. He was like, yeah, man, I was talking to your girl on Instagram, and she was saying that I can make 25,000. Like, for real? How do I get involved? I'm like, nigga, you was about to get scammed for all your coins.
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Scammed out of all that money.
Yeah.
That prince in Africa is willing to give you a whole bunch of money right now.
Damn. That's why these scammers keep going, because every once in a while, like somebody will just fall for it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, whatever happened to those princes in Africa that are trying to give people money?
Oh, they still do that?
Did they just fall off?
Nah, this is around. It's just seldom. It's seldom now. You know.
All right, so I'm about to do this intro. I want to welcome everybody to the Geek Salad Podcast. I am Arye the King, and on the Geek Salad Podcast, we talk everything pop culture from a blurred perspective. Today, we're joined by Pandora Azaria. Did I say it wrong? Azaria. I'm gonna mess the name up. I already apologize beforehand. And we're also joined by Chris, host of the Shenanigans with Friends podcast. We got a dope show for you today. That's my co-host G, the bearded one. Today we're going to be talking to Ari Lennox and etiquette in interviews. Also, a heart transplant patient is rejected because he didn't get a vaccination. So we're going to talk about that. And also Barry Bonds not making it to the Hall of Fame. We all know the reason why. Is it fair? Is it not fair? So stay tuned.
I'm on the come up, jump up, I pick my gun up. Joe Jackson with trap.
So hello, everybody. So once more, I want to thank and give a nice little clap for all of our guests coming on the show today. So I want to thank y'all for making it happen. Thank you once more. And real quick, I just want to give, what is everybody watching right now currently? Just to kind of see what you're liking, what you're hating, what you hate watching. So let's go with anybody. Just say what you're watching right now.
Ozark.
Good one.
Yes.
Good one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I ain't started watching the new episodes yet, but
oh yeah.
Have you finished all the new episodes that's come out?
We're on number, let me see, I think we're on number 3.
Okay.
But
just
it
keep waiting.
off whack.
No spoilers, but yeah. That show is man. It's like every damn episode. How can his family get even like deeper and some more shit? So yeah.
How much quicksand can you pour on top of cement before you start breathing?
Fam, let me tell you how I knew Ozark was gonna be a wild show. From the first season, where old boy he was watching like his wife and the dude his wife was cheating on him with like Smash on his laptop. He had a recording of it and he just watched out. So it's like you think he watching porn or he watching himself. He's watching his wife get smashed by another dude. Bruh, I was like, this show gonna be wow, bro. Like, why would you even put yourself through that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dude is built different.
You know what's nuts about it? The whole fact is it didn't even start popping off like that until they threw the business partner and the wife in the barrels and was about to get him on there, and then he talked himself out of it. Mm-hmm. Dude was so clever that he got himself out, but was like, okay, so how do I fix this? These people over here been looking at her for a minute, so they already knew if we was gonna have to kill one, we was gonna have to kill them all, unless. So they had that mess in their pocket for blackmail. It just worked out like it was supposed to. See, I'd have dropped her ass off the thing, but that's just me. Then it wouldn't be Ozark, because I'd have been like, nah, let her go. I can take care of these kids. I get them a nanny.
Mm-hmm. You remember the first season, his business partner, like they called him in, like the cartel dude called him in the middle of the night to the office, and they like threw the wife in the bathroom or something. Or she had to use the bathroom. She was like talking trash. The homie just pulled out and started shooting at the bathroom door. I was like, oh. like, bro, like the show is insane.
It's
Shout out to
tense.
It's nuts.
Jason
It's
Bateman.
tense.
I'm trying to think. I've never seen him in something that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Like
You know what?
True
Yeah.
story. True
everything he's
story.
in is good. Jason Bateman is
Yeah,
good.
that was a good fit.
Facts.
Yeah.
All
You
right,
watch the
who
You
show,
want to
else?
Chris?
drive me nuts is Darlene. Her? Oof.
Ozarks, yeah, for sure.
Ozark? Oh, yeah.
Mm,
Somebody need to
That's
kill
my
that
shit.
woman. She
Oh, I
drive me
hella
nuts.
just blacked it and put an S on it at the end because I'm high. Ozarks.
You
Yeah, watch
did.
Ozarks.
Ozarks. That's the ancestors coming up from
technically,
inside you. It's like,
It
you gotta
is.
put
It
an S
really
on it.
is.
That's
It
what
really
it is.
is.
Hilarious.
all right,
What
who's
else?
next?
What are we doing? Oh, telling
We're
shows
doing
that we're watching.
like
and shit?
shows we watching right now that we really like.
Did anybody say Abbott Elementary?
Nah, what's that?
I haven't started that yet, but it looks
Oh my fucking god.
What
Okay,
was that?
so
funny.
Abbott Elementary.
I know.
So,
I think I know.
If anybody people that know me know that I live and die for The Office. Like
Yes. Oh,
it is like my lifeblood. I need it. So Abbott Elementary is a black mockumentary about a middle school in Philadelphia.
Mhm.
And like the teachers, so it's like giving you like that like into the camera look like The Office, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Oh.
and then also like the just like people just like it feels like less scripted and like more just like people just being really like back and forth with each other, but it's so fucking funny. Quinta Brunson, the girl from He Got Money, you know what I'm talking about? Like her.
I probably know it when I see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so she's like the main character. She's like a fairly new teacher, and then you got Everybody Loves Chris because
Yeah.
I'm black and I don't know people's names, so Everybody Loves Chris is in
Yep.
it, and it's just so good. Like there's a bunch of people in it, but it's really good. Cheryl Lee Ralph. She's in it. She's like the tenured teacher or whatever. It comes on ABC. It's fucking hilarious. It's just like a 30-minute little show. It definitely gives you like Parks and Rec Office vibes, but black, and it's like all I ever needed in my whole life.
I want to see that.
Oh,
Then.
you so
Like
a
the
black version of The
principal.
Office. Oh my god!
It's
That's-
literally like I closed my eyes one day when a shooting star was going across the sky, and I was like, all I need in life is something that's The Office, but like that looks like me.
We need to relate to things like
It really is, and it's like it's The Office but black, but then it's also like kind of like put it like shining, like I'm not gonna say a huge floodlight, but it's shining like a little like pin light on like some like issues that public schools go through, like
Yeah.
and then like and they resolve it at the end. Like it's just fucking great. Like it's literally the greatest. Are white people on the internet saying that it's a terrible show, but they watch Parks and Rec in The Office all the time? Absolutely. And that's why I'm here, you know what I'm saying, to like be that road in the middle
Spread
and
the
be
word.
like, shut the fuck up. It's an amazing show.
Spread the
And
word,
everybody needs to
Chris.
watch it. I actually really love the fact that it comes on weekly, so we can't binge it. So I'm like hella
Okay.
like waiting for it. Like comes on Hulu, like 12 midnight the next day. It's just fucking, it's so good, y'all. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
so
check
good.
that
Y'all gonna
out.
love the principal. She is a nuisance. She is fucking chaos, and I love her so much. Like I love her. It's just great.
Yo, shout out to
It's
Cheryl Lee Ralph. I haven't seen her in something in a minute.
And she
Right?
looks amazing.
Like, you
Mm.
know what they say about us, man. Like, wow.
It never does though. You feel me? Like
I remember her from the Parenthood. You remember the Parenthood?
Oh man.
With,
Yes.
Robert Townsend.
That's on a streaming service.
Oh,
A
for real?
word. Okay.
I've like seen it. I'll find out where, and
Yeah,
I'll tell
let
you
us
guys.
know.
That's definitely streaming somewhere.
Let us know for that for sure.
Joe.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Who's
Who else got a
next?
show that they
Amazing.
into? Don't be shy.
I am watching a show. I've watched many shows, but as of right now, I'm an anime fan. I'm not sure if any of you watch anime or
Yes, sir.
Ew, anime.
Of course they watch anime.
I watch on occasion. G loves anime.
yeah, you told me about him and other
Yeah.
things that he loves the comic side, the anime guy. So I'm watching Attack on Titan. I'm not sure if you know anything about that or if you guys ever heard of it.
It's on my list of stuff to watch. So,
Uh-huh.
Tell me more. I'm interested.
I
'Cause,
roast-
like I'm
I
not
roast-
like I don't watch it, but like I will watch it. Like
Okay.
I
I
love
if
roast
it's like a
Arya.
good storyline.
Mhm.
For real.
Well, all right.
So,
To put it like
pretty
this, I'm sorry.
Or-
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Oh no, go ahead. You can go.
All All right,
Right.
so
We about to give you the official like
the
website
the official
fucking-
R&B recap
Let
of
me
Attack
tell
on
you
Titan.
There you go.
All right, so imagine a world where you got a tiny ass
Listen.
island
It's
surrounded by walls, right? Now the walls were made or there to protect the people inside from the big ass giants, titans, right? And one day the walls come down and titans start eating people up left and right. I'm talking about full graphic, little ass Funko Pops getting torn in half and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from there, you start to find out this more conspiracies about why the people are there. And it's kind of to the equivalent of like the Holocaust, where these people are being oppressed for shit that happened like thousands of years ago, but they don't know why, because there's like outside forces keeping them down. So that's the brunt part of it, but it's a wild ass show. It's very adult, very graphic, and I think y'all will like it.
What is it called again?
Attack on Titan.
The
Okay, I've,
anime,
like,
not
seen-
the live.
okay.
Not the
Yeah,
live.
yeah. No, I know,
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what I
which
heard.
one.
So I
I
heard
know
the
which
live
one.
wasn't that good.
The
That's just
live show,
terrible.
massive ball.
They butchered it to a tiny minimum of a show. Like it was just a spectacle how much they tried to squeeze in.
He said a
They
spectacle.
really
I like
did.
that.
It wasn't great because of it.
It was awful.
hmm
Oh,
I go
All right.
next. The joint that I started watching this week and have been binging, and I'm mad it's only 2 seasons. It's a show called Barry. I don't know if y'all heard of the show called Barry.
That shit is
Is
Uh-uh.
that
Genius,
the
man.
one with Hater?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The
I
show
started
is
to watch
so-
that.
It's so good. It's like, so Barry, he plays this dude. He's like real kind of shy and unsure of himself. So he goes to war, and he becomes really good at being a sniper. So he's killing people. He's really good at that. But he's unsure of himself, right? So if fast forward to he's like in his 30s or 40s or whatever, he's a hitman, like he's just a cold-blooded killer. And he gets tired of it because he wants to do better. So he ends up moving. No, he goes to like LA to like kill somebody, and he has like this thought of, I don't want to do this no more, I want to change over. And he starts taking an acting class. And in his acting class, he discovers he really loves acting. So he's like, I'm gonna get out the life, but of course the people he worked for, like, you can't get out the life, we're gonna kill you. And it's like all of
You
this
can't just
drama.
be like getting out of that life though.
Yeah, like you can't get out, we gotta kill you out. So it's
you ain't
like,
John Wick. Come on.
yeah, exactly. It's more real life. But then it's always funny, something funny happening too. So it's like it treads like this line between being real dark and being hilarious at the same time. And it's a dope show. And
I
it
have to
always
ask a real nigga question
Go ahead,
about
go
the
ahead.
show. The parts that were at his acting class, how bored
Mm-hmm.
will I be?
that's the funniest part.
Yeah.
Because it's not like professional
right.
actors, it's niggas trying to come up. So they like
Okay.
trying
So
to
it's
be
terrible. So
dramatic.
they're
It's
doing
Yeah.
bad. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
And the guy that
All
played
right, I'm
the
interested.
Fonz from the Happy Days, he's their acting coach.
Henry
I think I
Winkler.
knew that.
Yeah.
Henry
Yeah.
Winkler, yeah.
Winkler,
Yeah.
yeah. Show is hilarious. So check that out if y'all haven't seen that show yet.
For
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
What about you, Pandora?
Anybody else? Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll go then.
Go
So of course I'm watching the Ozarks. So a lot of us is watching that now.
The Ozarks.
Yeah.
Come
There's an
on,
animated
G,
show.
G. I look up to you, man. You supposed to be the dude I look up. You
Wait,
you
I thought
good
you
at
looked
not
up to
putting
me.
S's on the
Let me-
things, bro.
Let me finish,
Damn,
brother.
G.
Let me finish, brother. I
Damn.
got you.
Chris is a
Technically,
bad-
the location is called the Ozarks. Can
That's
we
what
say
I'm
that
saying.
though?
Technically,
So
it's
we're not
all-
Chris is a bad
really-
influence on the panel. Okay, let's just put that out there. All right, bad influence.
Yeah.
Please
But
continue, my brother.
but of course, that's awesome. There's a animated show on Amazon Prime called The Legend of Vox Machina. So if y'all are into like
Oh, is that one
fantasy,
good?
it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Okay.
Dragons, blood, guts, dick jokes, all that shit, right? So
My favorite.
that's there. That's there, right?
Oh,
There's a Korean show that came on Netflix. And by the way, Netflix is killing these Korean shows, right? So this one is
Mhm.
called All of Us Are Dead. So imagine if y'all seen Zombieland or Train to Busan, but instead it's in a high school. So his kids is surrounded by all of these zombies. And I don't know what it is. If it was like everybody on the show who's a zombie went to like an actual zombie class, because everybody's like, cracking their bones and moving all wild and shit. But it's a fun gory show. Lastly, I'm rewatching The Walking Dead from season 1. And I'm at like season 6 right now, I want to say. And listen, I forgot how good the show was up to the point, and this is a spoiler warning, where Negan comes into the pitch and starts killing folks with Lucille. I'm like, yo, I forgot how good the show was, man.
Everybody got to know that.
Negan made that joke. After Carl died, I quit looking at it. I was like,
word.
I didn't know that.
All right, he's a little nigga. Carl,
come on.
Listen.
After he killed himself, I was done.
And that's how he dies. Wow, and you did it. All right.
You haven't seen it.
Super spoiler.
Not watching it. You know how many years I think?
It's really old. Like, okay, but listen, let me explain how I was the largest Walking Dead fan. My sister is still very enthralled in it. I don't know who got her into the fucking universe. But I also I gave Negan his first, I let the Negan season happen, right? It was really fucked up, and I was very upset. He's cute, but fuck that nigga. But he's I let that season go through, but then after that, they really started to lose me with the fucking trash bitch with the fucking bad bangs. I don't know what's happening.
And
okay, so that's kind of where I stopped.
Where was it?
Right when they started with what's the other ones? Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So right when they all started to branch off into their own little time frames or area. I don't even understand what's happening for real. But that's when it became I was just this is getting super watered down, and they're trying to stretch all these similar characters in these 3 different kind of
it's a money grab.
It was too much, so I let it go.
It's a money
I let it go.
It started being a money grab. I kind of killed it. I attempted after Carl died. I kept forcing myself to kind of watch it. But
You had to do it for Carl. You feel me?
Do it for Saint.
Yeah, do it for Little Saint.
Then when Rickinator disappeared, I was like, I'm done.
Well, me and G were talking about that before the show. I think when you got a drama like that, I think the sweet spot is 5 seasons. You know what I'm saying? I think anytime you stretch more than 5 seasons, something is going to be super watered down.
Yeah, it's just too much. But it's finally about to be over. At least for one timeline, because then we still got Fear and the other shit.
Yeah, I was over that. You know what came back?
But I would love to go back and watch it.
Yeah, Dexter's back. I haven't even watched that yet.
I need to watch it.
I need to watch it. Of course, my husband
you didn't need to watch it.
Ways. I'm like, look, I like Dexter because he was like,
you didn't need to watch it.
Go. So
you didn't need to watch it though. It's amazing. Okay. I'm very excited for whatever season 2 is going to be. I'm
ready.
Very excited
to
see.
Like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
This is so much TV out there. I think I watched maybe the first
so much TV.
5 episodes of Dexter, and it's not that I didn't like it, but I probably got caught up watching something else. You know what I'm saying?
Something else, yeah.
There's always something else.
Can I just add one thing about shows that have me by a chokehold? It's not even anything new.
Good chokehold.
It's literally
I'm about to say
no, a good, an amazing, an amazing chokehold, an amazing chokehold. Okay. So are the fucking Dateline episodes that Keith Morrison hosts? That white guy with the fucking super white hair. He is so fucking funny. I don't know if it's because I smoke too much weed, but that nigga is so funny to me. He fucking he's always leaning on something. He can always be caught like on the scene of the crime with like a leather jacket. Like he just like, I don't even understand. Like he finds the strangest things to lean on. Like he'll lean on a fence. He'll just like lean on a fucking like mailbox. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Like wherever the fucking news story takes him, he's leaning on it. Also, when he's interviewing the people, like because one thing I like about Dateline is that they'll interview the people that are accused too. You know what I'm saying? And so he'll be like sitting like this, like across from them, like real, like I don't believe your bullshit. And he'd be like, and you really thought you were gonna get away with it? Like it's the way that he comes for these niggas, and I just love it so much. Just please go find you a like Keith Morrison Dateline episode and really just get your life. Like you're gonna giggle. Like, and then like the fucking the narration that he does, like it was a cold night and it was only about to get colder. Like, yes, my nigga, like what's gonna happen? Like I need to know. Like it's just so good. It's so
That's
good. It's
classic,
so good.
man.
So shout out to Keith. Shout out to Keith. And fucking what's his name? What's the black guy? Fucking the news guy, Lexter Holt. He fucking hosts Dateline now, of course. And he's always dressed like Jiminy Cricket. Like I don't know why, but
not
like
Jiminy Cricket.
It's anyway. But I'm done. So just that's it.
I got one more show, and I didn't think it was gonna be funny. It's on Sci-Fi. It's called Resident Alien.
I heard about that. I heard it was a good show too.
Oh, hilarious!
I heard that was kind of funny.
What's it about?
Thing was funny as okay. So there's an alien. He was his job was supposed to drop a bomb to go off and destroy the world. Mm-hmm. He ends up hitting a airplane, crashing in Alaska. He comes, takes over a little cabin by killing the human that was there and took on his personality. The human that he took over just happened to be a doctor. And the doctor that was in the town that he was around ends up dying, so he becomes the doctor.
Please stop.
Oh, no. Wait. It gets funnier. There's only one in like every 3,000 humans that can see past his little force field. And one of the humans happens to be a little white boy.
Of course. Of course.
Is he like a neighbor or like a hospital patient or?
No, the little kid is one of his patients. And he walked in and was like, okay, I got to figure out how I'm going to get this little kid. I have to kill this little kid. He walks into the office and the kid's sitting on the table. Nobody believes the kid right now. So dude is learning all the mannerisms of a human, learning how to interact with other people. And man, I'm just sitting here. There's a cop. His nickname is Big Black, and he does not want nobody else to call him anything but Big Black.
Wow.
I was
Big Black.
Big Black.
I like the energy.
Okay. Oh, man. Funny as all get out. I need to get back on it because I think I stopped watching it when I saw The Witcher came back, and I'm like, when do I watch it?
My sister's like telling me to watch The Witcher.
I haven't watched it yet. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched the new one, so I can't give you no spoilers on that.
Okay.
Yo, they're gonna try to take my blurred card, but I can't get into The Witcher. Like I've given it all of the first season and like 3 episodes into the new season, and it's not horrible enough. And it's just like I always feel like it's something better I could be watching. Right?
Damn.
You know, they actually have an animated. They have an animated movie of it.
Yeah, I saw that joint. That was pretty good too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll give y'all one more.
I don't know what they be talking about. The law of surprise. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, nigga? I don't know. I'm black, man. I don't use these phrases.
That sounds like, you know what
that's like somebody.
And then saying it. Like they said, the first time I heard it, I was all right. I don't know what that means, but I'm following along. I know what's happening. But it kept saying it. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm left out. Like I need to know what this means to enjoy the show. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna give y'all one more show before we get into these topics. But HBO Max Peacemaker. That show is so
hilarious.
Damn good.
So fucking funny.
Listen, hilarious, man. Bro. And it's wild that show has like it has a little bit of a soul in it, or like a little bit of heart. But then everybody in that show is so fucking stupid. Or like yo, hands down, Vigilante. That's my nigga right there.
He's amazing.
I just every time I see the picture of it, I just start laughing.
You got to. You got to.
Oh, wait till you see the fucking entrance to the show.
Oh,
Wait till you see that.
It's great. Yo, shout out to John Cena, bro. Like he
Yeah.
is going all out for this role. I mean, he's singing and dancing and being funny and being serious. Like you can tell he's really going all out for the role.
Okay.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah, I didn't think of him as a comedian for a minute, but after he did Suicide Squad, I'm like,
Cock Blockers was hilarious.
Yeah.
Again, it could be the weed, but like Cock Blockers is funny as fuck.
Wait, was that the joint where he was like he had all them drugs like in a suitcase or something like that?
That was
when the dad and they were
trying to stop all they
trying
to stop all their kids from fucking and shit. Like it was like a couple sets of parents.
It's some other movie that came out last year. I want to say Lil Rel is in it. So it's like
a
black
Hulu
couple.
movie. Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh my god, the Vacation Friends.
Yeah,
that
that's
shit was hilarious.
Yeah. It was insane. I was like,
that shit was hilarious.
My worst nightmare.
Yes, absolutely. All of our worst nightmares.
Why are you here? I just want to say I know that's not how that works.
I wanted to take their black cards away a couple of times, but I know it's a movie, like, because it's just some shit that we're not doing.
Right.
Like,
yeah, exactly. How you gonna come back up here shaking your head like you was in on it the whole time?
Because she knows she's an actress. Like she knows how to do it.
That's what it is. She is.
We can't hear you, Izzy.
Yeah, we can't
hear you.
Oh, she probably can't hear us neither because she got her headphones on. But yo, let me throw that question out there because that's funny because Pandora, you said that's like your worst nightmare, right? Mm-hmm. I probably have had the same group of friends since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that I make like new people I call like friends. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do y'all make friends real easy, or do y'all have like the same circle pretty much as y'all was like kids?
I have like people from phases of my life that kind of stay around. Like, so I've got some childhood friends, and I got some friends from when I first moved out here. I got some friends from college. Like, but like, it's pretty easy. Like, I mean, I made I'm part 1/5 of a podcast that became like best friends with some bitches that I've only met 2 of them like so far. Like, and like I will like die for these girls. Like I love them so much. Like so I think that I make friends easy. Okay. So it happens. Now, will I will I not hesitate to just like stop being friends with people like for if they be acting funny and sure. But like most of the time, like everybody starts off at 100 with me. Like and then
I'm the same.
You feel me?
Yeah. What about you, Pandora?
It all depends for me. Yeah, it all depends for me because I said it all depends.
Oh,
sass. Sass. All
up in your hair shaking and everything.
She said.
Well, I was in the military, so we kind of have those people that you clicked with. I've got friends I've had from 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of one of those. On top of it, for me, I can be a out of the area friend. But for you to get close enough to know my habits or all the other stuff, you got to be around. We didn't have to been through some shit.
Yeah.
For me to be like, what body are we hiding? How far are you from Texas so we can put the Joker down in the bottom of the bog?
Right.
Okay.
She was a killer. All right. Killer.
I just watch enough of this shows to know how not to make a body float up.
Oh,
why do women always? It's like these procedural shows. Y'all love them for some reason. Like I don't. That shit has always been mad.
I mean, just in case.
Why?
We ain't trying to get caught.
Right.
Like when something needs to fucking be done.
Just so you understand the level of how much we ain't getting caught.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Niggas. All right.
Izzy?
On that note.
Oh, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, honey.
Uh-oh.
Check the audio settings on your microphone. I don't know why I started talking like that.
like fucking Miss
Mrs.
Doubtfire.
She's out the blue. Like, I have no idea. But yeah,
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Yes.
There we
Now?
go.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry. So yeah, friendship wise, I have friends from, from being in diapers. I also have friends that I've met throughout like my lifetime, elementary, middle, high school. I have those friends for 20 plus years. And then I can easily make friends with anybody because my personality is just so different, I'm not sure if it just gravitates toward just being the geek in me because we don't see that much often, anywhere. So it's just easier for me to have relationships that way. And I kind of have all three: the diaper friendship, the social friendship, and then the easy friendships.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think I'm the same way too. Sheesh, man. I got a very small clique of friends because I've always been an introvert, and I find it harder in my adult life to make friends because I'm all nerd. You know what I'm saying? I am 9,000 level nerd to the 5th degree, right? And I'm not in the spaces where I can, really, get my nerd shit going on, right? But I'm like a great pretender because I could talk about sports or I could talk about axe throwing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
is that hard?
I know.
It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
I did on my last birthday.
Because the weight is in the axe part. So you just toss it. Well, you gotta toss it. You know what I'm saying? But
I just feel like I'm gonna injure someone.
You definitely can do that.
Somewhere,
yeah.
come back, keep you in the head.
Or I like throw it like too far behind my head and then someone's dead behind me or some shit. Like
you just be like, you be lit before you go up there. Just hit the little jam. Like, I'm about to do this. Oh shit! Like just like
now I gotta call
Pandora
Pandora for directions to the bog and shit. So like it's crazy. It's gonna be so crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna not go.
Yo, that happened to my manager my last job, fam. Like I don't know what would give her the genius idea to be drinking with your friends while you're out axe throwing. So she got one of those axes that are like double-sided.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So I got the blade on the front and the blade on the back. And this genius gonna go like this, and she caught her head on the back of it.
Nigga, she almost killed herself.
If it wasn't for the fact that she had like really thick hair, she probably could have killed herself. You know what I'm saying? I think she only ended up needing like 20 or 30 stitches, but it could have been worse. Like that could have split her skull.
So many stitches.
I mean, it's better than 20 or 30 splitting your head open. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Your brain, like
holy shit.
Be aware of your surroundings much.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you be drinking in that situation?
Shit. But don't they serve alcohol there? I've seen pictures of people drinking at those places. They serve alcohol there.
Look, if you are accident prone, do not touch the axe or do not touch the alcohol. One or the other.
You gotta pick.
Niggas think they Thor. They think they Thor out here. They just about to be like, slinging axe. Too many Marvel movies, bro.
Up above.
That's what I'm saying. Like
be
aware of the little ones. I want the little ones. So like.
Be aware
2 stitches tops. You feel me? Like
you said 2 stitches.
I'm saying I want the little ones. I want some tiny ass axes. Like 2 stitches tops. If I heard anybody.
They bounce off and give you a paper cut.
Right, like something very minor like that.
I can't.
But G, let's get into these topics, bro. Let's
all right, man. All right,
talk about these people doing stupid shit.
Yeah, so let's get into has anybody listened or heard the drama around Ari Lennox getting interviewed by the South African shock jock about who she's fucking, and he felt the need to say it like that because of a song lyric. Have you heard about that?
From what y'all sent me, I hadn't heard of it previously though.
Okay.
Me either.
I don't listen to a lot of modern music, so I'm kind of like,
Gotcha. Okay, so I think the Ari Lennox has a lyric about how she want to sit on it, right? And the song is, almost 6 months old, year old, something like that, right? So she's getting interviewed by this South African cat. And I guess he's known to be a shot jock, asks the questions that people don't want to ask. A la Charlemagne, like a younger Charlemagne, right?
The old Charlemagne.
The old Charlemagne, right? But
not the sending healing energy Charlemagne. You
right.
Know what I'm
right.
on my nerves with that shit.
Well, we all know why that happened.
Oh yeah.
He been to some
Look, why you open your mouth to Eminem? You never mind.
But
somebody gonna sit you, have the ability to sit you down, and you gonna talk shit. That's like telling your parents screw off.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
But apparently, she's they're doing an interview through Zoom or whatever, right? So they're having some couple out of nowhere. He goes, yeah. So who's fucking you good right now? And she was like, whoa, wasn't ready for that. Why would you ask it? He was like, oh, you said it in a song, right? And it's led to a bigger discussion of the double standards when it comes to interviewing women, right? And I guess he has men on the show and he don't never ask questions like that, but because she's a woman that talks about, sex, he feels that it was okay to ask a question like that. So how do y'all feel?
So my first question is like, who's labeling him a shock jock? After I saw y'all little clip, like I don't really see anything else that he's done shocking besides this.
Okay.
Like for me, he's coming right behind these other weird ass niggas off of this other shit, trying to capitalize off of this moment that's happening right now. Also, it's because he was ugly.
So you think the whole narrative would be different if he was like an attractive?
It just comes off mad aggressive.
Yeah.
When I don't like your face.
Yeah, some of them do be trying to act stupid.
Like she basically said, like when he said that.
Yeah.
Like she basically said that. And that's because like and it's like and so as like I'm thinking like as like a journalist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you could have maybe said that or asked that question in a different way. Hey, in your song Pressure, or in your song, you know what I'm saying, you say the lyric blah 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 blah. So were you fucking or whatever there's a way to like answer, like get your question answered without being disrespectful, but mostly it was because he ugly. Like
yes, he was trusty. And it was none of his business to begin with.
Also that.
Yeah. It's like those memes
like when you're ugly.
Like
I feel like when you're ugly, like it's like you're trying to be that person. Like it's just too much and it was just too aggressive. I felt I was grossed out when he asked it. Like I responded the exact same way and I wasn't even talking to him. So
So if it was, let's say if it was who's the handsome dude out right now? Green-eyed, light-skinned dude from the barbershop, right? Cornrows and all. If he asked a question.
He's played out, though.
He's played out, so.
Okay.
Now he's played out. He's played out. 10 years ago, y'all won't say he was played out. Like, oh my God, look at his eyes. The contacts, girl. Oh, God.
Okay, but anyway, if it was a cuter person that had like a better like understanding of how like journalism works, then it would have been fine. But it's the fact that you're like again riding on the coattails of some other ugly ass niggas from a couple weeks before, like and so you feel like that you're in a space that you can like talk like this to us, like and you can't, and it's mostly because you're ugly.
Right. It's just crazy.
Okay, so
I think it's funny because Ari, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. I just wanted to get this out. Ari Lennox is super, super open with her sexuality. So it's funny that she would even block a question like that because he sang a song with Jasmine Sullivan, did on it. And then like in all of her songs, she's very open sexually. So it boggles me that she wouldn't even tell who she's fucking, even though Twitter knows everything. She's already with an Asian guy. You know what I'm saying? So she would have been something, but he's trusty, ugly, and out of line.
He's ugly and he don't know how to ask a question. Like that's basically what it is.
That's his biggest, the biggest thing. it was how he asked it. Because like you said, and I was thinking the same thing. If he was like, okay, yeah, you said in your song lyric, blah, 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 right? Okay, well, answer the question that the song lyric poses. Like, who is?
Exactly.
And then she probably would have been like, oh my God, I can't believe you asked me that. But, you know, like in a joking, funny way. And then she either would have answered it or been like, nah, that's none of your business.
I'm not answering that.
But because it's like they were talking about like, I don't know, like flowers or something and like potato chips. And he, hey, who fucking you good? I'm like, what? Yeah. Just straight curveball out of left field. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know though. I'm not okay. So let me throw this question out there because I get her feeling the way that she felt, and it was another piece to it too. She said it was parts of the interview she wanted cut out, and they agreed to cut it out. And then when the interview came out, they didn't cut it out. So she was upset about that too. But just on talking about this part of being outraged at the way the dude asked it, let's flip it over because it's 2022. You know, equality is big, and it should be equality. Would a dude have the same outrage? Because I don't think a dude would have the same outrage. He might be like, nigga, you bugging, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it was a dude that would say married or something like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he would be outraged like that. Why the difference? What do y'all think is the difference?
Because I think that
nigga ugly.
Also, like, but it's just, but like what I was saying earlier is that he does like, or like G said too, like he doesn't have this type of energy for dudes. Like, so it's come off as like you're writing off other ugly niggas last week's coattails. Like that's all I'm getting. Like, and I'm not gonna say their fucking podcast names. I'm over that. Like. But like that's all I'm getting. So like he doesn't come with the same energy for guys. Like, so period. Like if he did come with the same energy, then y'all don't get mad because y'all talk to each other like that anyway. And also I feel like sometimes we feel like we are over sexualized sometimes. So like, especially when I can go back to other interviews that you've done and you don't be asking these questions of niggas that you be talking to.
Right.
Okay.
I think it feels like a lot of these interviewers or YouTubers, right? They feel the need to sexualize women in that sense for clicks and for follows and for views, right? And when I first saw the clip myself, I was like, hold on, man, like you don't just throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what they got going on now. Because it's kind of like some people are saying, you know, what's too far? If you said it in a song, is it all right to like ask about it? You can go back to Robert's talking about drugs they sold, people they shot. I mean, we see it all the time on Vlad TV, right? And Vlad has a way to ask those questions, but he doesn't do it in a way where it's just coming out from left field. It's like, hey, we want to talk about this.
Where it doesn't sound like he's the feds, where he's not like, where do you keep your cocaine? Like he's not, you know, like because that's the equivalent of what he did to Ari. Like that's so he's like, hey, in your song, you was talking about where you be keeping those things, like, you know what I'm saying?
The lead up to it.
Yeah.
Because like that's what irritates me about this space. Like I'm excited that we have like this new like media space, but it also irritates me as somebody who's trained like in journalism. Like this is what irritates me. This is the difference between a person that's actually doing like being a journalist and somebody that's just being ugly on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and like that's the part that's irritating to me. So Vlad knows how because he's a fucking journalist, right? And he's not gonna come out and ask niggas where they keep them birds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's literally the exact same. It's the exact same.
It's a lack of tact. That's just what it boils down to. People have not learned, or they have not been tactful for so long that when somebody is tactful, they don't know the difference.
Right.
They're so used to having stupidity happen. And then when somebody actually acts like they have some sense and do stuff properly, people don't know how to take it anymore.
Right.
I feel you. Do y'all think he would have acted the same way if she was there in person?
No,
because he'd have got fucking punched in the fucking ugly face. Like,
People
she would have
fucking
swung that fucking microphone arm right into his ugly mug, nigga. Like, and left.
I think if she was there in person, I think he would have asked the same dumbass question because that's just who he is.
I don't think so.
Because it's like, okay, I would say, okay, maybe he wouldn't if we were talking about it just being like a personal phone call between him and her that wasn't public. But it's like, okay, so we on Zoom. If I got an interview with like Diddy, the stuff I'm asking Diddy on the Zoom is gonna be the same stuff I would ask him face to face because this is Diddy.
Right. No.
Why you do that to day 26? Why you didn't want the band to shine?
Why you make them walk 5 miles to get some cheesecake? Why?
Why you kept closing the studio?
Or Nylon is the best ever. How come he not popping right now? Why? We need answers, Diddy.
But no, a lot of
Cambodian breast milk.
People do that. Oh, and the sugar cookie. But people like to talk. This point blank. People like to talk shit behind the camera. They like to talk shit behind on their keyboards. But these people today, these modern idiots, when you go face to face, what's up? They're like, I was just joking. No.
That is a perfect segue. I thank
my
you.
face.
Topic, right?
Perfect segue into our next topic, y'all. So, Cardi B has been going to war with YouTuber Tasha K about slander. You know, telling the internet that I got herpes. I was on the corner slanging my pee. Right. Apparently, the court said, you know what, Cardi B,
like this,
we're going to favor you. Right. Just I got people saying.
Oh my God.
Las Vegas.
If you ain't got proof and you just open in your mouth, you ain't got proof. I mean, it is technically slander, so shut your damn mouth.
People be forgetting that slander's real.
Exactly.
I'm glad she learned her lesson because like you can't just do that and say what you want out there. It's gonna float to the right hand.
But
the last time I remember somebody doing something, Wendy Williams is probably still running from Method Man when she turned around and opened her mouth about his wife. I bet she's still high.
Off topic though. What happened to Wendy? Because she was actually like pretty back in the day. I had never seen her before until like last year. It was like an old MTV interview. She was interviewing somebody. It's like in the 90s. I was like, yeah. And she didn't just get older.
Abuse, man.
Yeah, abuse and that
age abuse and trying to get surgery on top of all of that.
I saw her, and I think she was on Martin, and I think in Living Single, she was just on so many shows, like just like cameo. She was gorgeous.
Yeah.
No.
Goddamn shame.
I'm hearing she's got like dementia now. Or was that a rumor?
She's got Asperger's, I think.
No word.
Not Asperger's.
You said why? I don't know.
No. I was saying dementia. Dementia is what I heard. Dementia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I feel like I was just reading that because like they're basically saying that she's probably not gonna come back, and like she just had like a situation where like it was like people in her house and she got like completely like naked and like did some like weird like sexual shit to herself. So like she's not okay.
She's a whole situation.
Yeah, she's not okay.
She a whole situation. That's blah.
Yeah.
Praying for her.
What?
I got a visual that in my mind that I didn't want to have.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the details. I didn't know until you shared it. That's
Thank
so
you.
crazy.
I'm gonna have to get high now to forget about that.
Sorry.
But G, hey, what was the rest of the story with the Cardi B thing?
Well, I mean, you know, so I think she got sued for like what $4 million, and you know,
something
crazy like that. Yeah.
She's got to pay Cardi B's like legal fees, right? And I guess if they pursue it any further, she could have her checks like garnished until it's paid up. But
that's embarrassing.
The thing is, Tasha K is doubling down, like, oh no, the truth is going to come out. Me and my lawyers, you know, we're going to present the facts about this case, and I'm sure that we'll win in an outcome. It's like, shorty, let it go. Don't let this be the hill that you die on right now.
No.
She thinks she's gonna like find a nigga from like 2001 that has a receipt for fucking Cardi B. Like, what is she like? He's like, yes, actually, like for real. Like, what is she gonna come with? And just think, like you're all this is happening. You could have just shut the fuck up. Like
Yes,
I'm super glad this happened. Like I'm ecstatic that this happened. I know Cardi doesn't need the money, so it's not even about that, but I'm ecstatic that this is happening again. Exactly. And again, it's about people being in this space and not being a journalist. Like that's what really bugs me. And it's like, I'm not asking for y'all to like go and be fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like actually like have a degree in it or anything, but I am asking you guys to like respect the like minimal requirements to be in this space. Like that's all I'm saying. And unfortunately, when people don't do that, they act like they got millions of dollars to give to people to keep doing this.
Exactly.
Like, and she don't. Not when niggas is threatening to garnish your future paychecks. You don't have that money right now. So stop being on the internet talking about you got that.
Stop mess according to your paycheck. What was one of Dave Chappelle's comedy sketches? He was like, here's the thing. Kevin Hart has shut the fuck up bitch money. Jay-Z has shut the fuck up bitch money. Beyonce has no, you shut the fuck up bitch money.
Yes. Like
talk according to your pay grade.
That's a great reference, by the way.
But I'm glad it's a perfect reference. But I'm glad that this happened because it's going to put fear in hearts of all of these other bloggers that be on the internet, literally just like going to sleep and like having a dream about something and wake up and like putting it on YouTube and being like, this shit really happened. Like it's really gonna put a pause on that. So that's super exciting. So I'm happy it happened. I really would like Tasha to be quiet because
I don't think she is, and which is sad because you know it's.
What is she going to come with, G? What is she going to come with? Is she gonna come with like 15 dudes that all have like fucking old school like cameras of like the like what is happening? Like
she already said that she swung on the pole. She didn't already admitted that.
We already know this. We already know that she used to take dudes and like we know all these things, but it's like when you're lying about her like her fucking like STD status, like bitch, you ain't been in my vagina. Like what is happening? Like
that sounds like high school. You know that one guy.
But in high school, it didn't cost you millions of dollars. Like
Yeah, and it's a thing where we get it. You can have an opinion about somebody. That's fine. But when you spread your piece that what you're saying is facts, and the fact that you have been given warnings like yo, chill the fuck out. Here's my cease and desist. Don't say no more. And then when you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like, all right, now it's time for me to get petty.
Well, I'm about to come.
Right.
I'm coming.
I hope that Cardi B is petty as all hell and take it for every dime that she makes in the future. See, but like
they've been doing this for years.
Buys her actual YouTube name and copyrights it so that heifer can't use it again. And if she uses it again, she sues her or forces her to work on that channel and take that money every time she get paid. That right there will settle that whole problem. And then she can turn around and tell her what she can and can't put on there. That's how you mess with
I didn't even know what the fuck a Tasha K was before.
Me either.
Look, I had to look it up when I saw it, like, what is this?
And this shit has been happening for years. Like, so like, bitch, I can appreciate your fucking energy, like that you really went through this and let all this happen. But now the gavel has been hit, bitch. Like it is over. And anything after this is just really bad for your brand. Like if you even still have one. Like I don't.
She's gonna appeal like though.
Kid that claims they didn't get beat up.
She's gonna lose, but she's gonna appeal. I mean, because you might as well appeal. Like you know what I'm saying?
Why?
Like,
should you might as well when you already
millions of dollars? Pay $1 million. Why not appeal and at least try?
Why not rack up more money on my side? And
that's so I'm like, why would you even attempt to do that mess? And you know, if you keep doing this, all Cardi B has got to keep doing is like, look, she has no proof. She has this. Y'all are still letting her keep her stuff, and she's still talking shit.
I think
the only thing
she's trying to like prolong the money garnishment, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Prolonging costs money because if she has to pay legal fees,
We'll get it to you next week.
She got to pay her legal fee. The longer this stays on, Cardi B ain't got cheap lawyers. You know she don't.
Oh hell no! Nah.
I'd have my business people go right up under her and snap copyright that YouTube channel, and say it got bought by a company. She wouldn't know. She'd keep it moving, and she wouldn't get paid a dime, and dare her to go off of it.
That's crazy.
Oh, you just got this all planned now.
Look, I like getting people in their pockets. I like getting people in their pockets. You ain't gonna learn by getting talked about and getting told. Let's go on ahead and hit you in your pocket. I've had many people I've done business with that I've done it. I didn't like the product, but I tried it again and still didn't like the product. I just didn't support them and I didn't recommend them to nobody. So,
yeah.
Got to be more careful out here.
My thing with the Tasha K shit though is like how she was like talking about like trying to bring like how Cardi B was also at one point, you know, like downing dark-skinned girls and all shit like that, but then turned around and got a white lady lawyer. Like, I'm so confused at why she did that. And then I don't even think she was the right kind of lawyer for the situation that they were in. Like, so like she don't even know
a divorce lawyer.
That's what I thought. Like
slander case.
Like she's not negotiating a love seat. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like,
hey. She got the lawyer according to her pay grade. What part of this y'all not understanding?
That's true. He said she got a quarter appointed attorney
according to her pay grade, what she could afford.
With ugly nurse shoes on. All right. Is you like you want to say something? Say something.
I do, because I love Cardi B. I feel like she rose really fast to fame, and I feel like she's always been the same person she is now, like even with the money. But I just feel like the story really hurt her to the point where she was really petty with the money.
Yeah.
Because it was more so the topic, you know, because she told pretty much everyone that, you know, yes, my ass is fake. Yes, I got injected in the basement in the Bronx. Like, she's so transparent. So like, to have like the sexual STD slander is like, that's like a definition of character. I just felt like she was hurt by that, you know, and like, you say what you want to say about me, but like when you lie about me and put slander out there on my name, I'm hurt. So like, I'm a sue, and I'm a sue hard.
Especially when I have all the means to do it. For sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why you would keep your slander going. It's like after they threaten a lawsuit. They hit you with a cease and desist first. I'm like, okay. At that point, I would have been like, all right, is lawyers involved? They're gonna sue me. Let me just stop. Let me talk about somebody else. She doubled down, bro. Like, I don't
literally it's literally like when people just believe their lies. Like, like she believed it this much, like millions of dollars worth. Like,
I feel like social media got to her head. She felt like, because I got like all these followers, I'm good. Like,
I'm Tasha K, whoever the fuck it is.
There's nothing in these justice systems like at all. So I get it.
You let that Alex Jones courage like overtake her. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm saying about this is factual, and I'm like, shit. If it's facts, then why wasn't that brought up in case? Why are you going to present more facts after you've been told, like, nah, sure, you got to pay
don't have them.
Nothing is all back on.
That's it, right?
Nothing but that page and YouTube.
Ridiculous. They do anything to get on these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It shouldn't be worth it. It shouldn't be worth that.
Character.
All for the love of clicks and YouTube advertisement money. Just it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
I mean, I'd like it, but it's not that serious. Right. Like, never.
Not the hill too long die on.
Never.
All right. So let's head over to our next topic, y'all. So I feel like this country is getting more and more divided because of COVID and vaccinations. To the point where a man wasn't about to get a heart transplant, but because he didn't get vaccinated, the doctors left him on the surgery table. How do y'all feel about that?
I pity the patient. I didn't ask for that, but I can't go any further. I have to like mind boggle while everyone else talks, but I'll speak.
Okay, so I just watched God Committee on Netflix.
Okay.
And it is a movie about the committee in the hospital that determines who's next on the list for a.
What's in that movie?
Oh,
Old boy named
hold on.
boy that plays Beast in X-Men.
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah,
Kelsey,
Kelsey
yeah.
Grammer.
yeah.
Shout out to Frasier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frasier.
That's my show.
So I just watched that.
Mhm.
So I feel like of course you feel bad for the person on the fucking table, but at the same time, now that I've like seen that like the process that like, or kind of not the real process obviously, but like dramatization of the process that happens and people picking who gets to be that next person to get that heart, or that so a kid just died somewhere, we're flying a heart over and it's going to be ready on the table in an hour. Who are we going to pick out of these 4 or 5 people? Like, I don't know. So the goal of that fucking committee, right, is to pick the person to give the organ to that is going to have the best quality of life going afterwards, right? So you don't want to give it to somebody who's possibly putting themselves in danger if they're gonna die anyway, and now we just wasted that good organ on somebody who's died or lived a risky lifestyle and something happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that goes into like figuring out who gets to be that person. So I don't really feel bad that he didn't get it, because you have to think about, regardless of like what you think about the government and all that other bullshit, like it's like people are fucking dying from this. And if there's anything that you could do to safeguard yourself from at least not dying from it, not saying that you're not going to catch it, but at least to fucking not die from it, then like I'm going to give my transplant organ to somebody who's at least taking that safeguard. Because I'm not going to give you my fucking kidney and you fucking die of COVID next week because you never got a fucking vaccine. And there was an 18-year-old fucking violent.
Can I get my kidney back? Is it too late? How long has she been dead?
No, I'm serious. Like, and I give it to you because you have a family and you're the head of the household or whatever. And then you fucking die because you didn't get a fucking shot, like whatever. And then now there's like a 19-year-old like violin prodigy or some shit that's not gonna get that fucking transplant organ because you fucking wouldn't even like safeguard yourself. Like,
that was exactly what I was talking about when I saw that subject. Now you asked me about my thoughts. The thing is, what most people don't remember is that, I don't know, my dog's barking at psycho ass, is that people keep thinking the hospital and the doctors are connected. No, the doctors give the oath, not the hospital. The hospital is for profit. That's why they have a committee, and everything they do is for profit. So if I'm giving you an organ, I'm investing in you. I need the money back. And if you're not going to turn around and give me the money back, there's no point in dealing with you.
Like if you're not going to go and like do something like how, like, it's too much. Again, it's literally just like a fucking safeguard. Like, and you feel bad for the family and you feel bad that's happened, but like, these are like minimum required. I'm sure that's like a minimum requirement now. Like, if people got to really start thinking about that. Like, you can feel however you feel about whatever the fuck and whoever the fuck, but at the end of the day, you got to really start thinking about the blocks and things that you're putting in front of your paths. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of what? You know what I'm saying? To prove what? Like,
the question too is, how many people really read all that paperwork before they sign it?
They don't.
It could be in there. It could be in there in the clause. You have to take all recommended shots, blah, 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 blah.
It could.
And you ain't reading it. That's just like people who get these bariatric treatments. They got to go through this. They got to go through that. They got to go through a psychologist. They got to go through a nutritionist. They got to go here. They got to do this. They got to do that, just for them to get signed off to say okay.
Because they need to know.
The insurance company is making an investment, and everybody else is. Everybody's there for profit, regardless. Even if the hospital claims they're not doing it for profit, anybody who goes in there is not denied the service. But who does the money have to come out of? Whose pockets? Everybody who's working. People kill me.
Get him. Get him.
Pause out there for a second, like,
that's just one of them subjects that irks me. I'm like, everybody want to get some mess. My whole theory for this mess, this whole COVID thing, everybody's like, I don't want to get it. I want to get it. I don't want to get it. You know what the simple thing is? If they don't want to get it, let them sign a paper, have it in a national registry saying they don't want to take the shot. If they get sick, they're not allowed to go to the hospital. I bet you that I bet you they leave it. Either they will sign it or they take it. And if they get sick, they sit their butts at home. They can't go to the hospital.
It's just like, as a family, like, you have to fucking understand why we're saying no, right? Like,
yeah, no, they're not going to.
Because it's literally like out there, like fucking Pokemon Go things. Like, it's literally every fucking where. And like, you don't know when you're gonna run into it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when you're gonna run into it.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally out there. Like, and I'm like, you don't know when you're gonna run into a new fucking variant. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking super rare one. And so all we're asking is for you to take that fucking like basic precaution. And like, you can't be mad when people are denying you of stuff because of it. Specifically, things that there are thousands and thousands of names on registries waiting for this one fucking thing.
Yes.
Like, people have to take all that shit into consideration.
And they understand it's not that easy when they do this mess, because once you get that in your system, it has to come into your system. And if you're having raging COVID and pneumonia and anything else, hepatitis, whatever,
that shit just gonna shut the fuck down and not work.
Damaged. That heart's damaged, so you can't just take it out like an engine and shove it into somebody else. That's what they're not understanding. I feel for the family, but the family should have been like, look, nigga, you know you about to die if you don't do what you need to do.
But if somebody's on like a list for a transplant, shouldn't they have been the first people to try to fucking get the shot?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good question too. I wondered it beforehand, like, okay, so I don't think it was a situation where dude was literally on the operating table. Like, all right, we got the heart, it's about to happen.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, wait a minute, nigga, you're not vaccinated. And they just like bum rushed him out the hospital.
They just pushed him out the double doors.
Like throwing Jazz out on Fresh Sprint.
Right.
And a hospital gown with his butt out.
With his butt out, right.
But it's like, I feel like you should know that. You know, but like months prior, you should know, right?
Right.
Yeah, but if I read the article, and like I was telling you before, you know, I have a medical background. My husband's doing the medical admin, so he's gonna be one of those people on the board that's doing exactly what we're talking about once he graduates. The fact of the matter is, you got all these people on here, and all these people are asking, can they have this transplant? They do triage on it. Look, is this person within a certain amount of time to die? Is it too terminal for us to do anything? If it's not a point in putting the heart in there, we can't do it, because if we're not going to try to take that chance. Is the person got a disease that's going to end up damaging it? Okay, here's another person. They got all this. They've taken all their stuff. They're trying to stay healthy. They're doing what they're going to do. Okay, this one may work. Or you got this one. Okay, the only thing that we know happens, and it's fucked up, is the rich motherfuckers that donate left and right, and somehow they manage to get it before somebody who needs it more. That's the only one that we can't get around.
Watch God Committee, y'all. Watch that shit.
Okay.
Watch that shit. God Committee. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Watch that shit. Watch that shit. And you're gonna feel exactly how I fucking feel about this situation now, and how fucking
and it was wild.
Feels.
That kind of reminds me of an old school anime called Monster, where
yes, that is such a good show.
Yeah, a doctor in an office, and in comes in a rich donor and then a young boy, right? He decided to give the heart to the boy, but then the boy turns out to be like an actual serial killer, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
It had the nerve to thank the doctor.
Like that.
The nerve to thank the doctor for saving him.
Right.
Oh, the little serial killer that grew up. Because he wouldn't be able to slash and dash. You know what I'm saying? Like without the doctor's blessing.
Yeah. It's one of the.
That one.
Yeah, it's one of the great animes from the 90s, I want to say, something like that.
Okay.
And it's a wild show, right? But the way that I feel about like COVID and getting vax, you know how like I guess people are claiming like, oh, it's a conspiracy. They want everybody vaccinated so you know they can be tracked, or they want to like kill off everybody. I'm like, hold on, a lot of white people are getting vaccinated. So whenever they get, I'm like, you know what? Let me get vax too, because y'all ain't going to kill off all of the white people now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Look, I couldn't
I mean,
take mine
but
for a
we've
little
been getting
while.
vaccinated our whole lives, y'all. Like,
Look,
That's
I was
exactly.
military. We got stuff that y'all don't even hear of.
like,
So they told us, "Oh, you taking this?"
like,
You
why
gotta
do
get
you think none
vaccinated
of
before
us
you
have
can go
ever
to
had
the
rickets?
elementary school.
Like,
Exactly.
The pre-K, what you talking about?
why you guys think? Why you guys think we don't have polio? Like,
right? Why do you think the Spanish flu is no longer around? Why do you think MMR is not around? Whooping cough. I mean, rubella, scarlet fever. Hello.
Diphtheria.
Crazy, man.
Right.
Hey, yo,
Like,
why don't we live on the Oregon Trail anymore, guys?
Oh, man.
That was the hardest game of all time, y'all. Look, whoever created Oregon Trail, no, fuck you. Like, no, hardest game. As soon as you start playing, 5 of your people on your camp is dead.
Why wasn't ever
Chris has
nowhere?
dysentery. Like, what? I don't even know what dysentery. What is dysentery?
I don't know, but it got me.
No, they was like, "What's dysentery?" And then when I finally found out, I'm like, "Wait a minute, you shitted with this?"
Yeah, that's what it is.
I shit so much, I'm dehydrated and I die.
Yo,
like,
every time we cross a damn riverbank, somebody catches a
Oh
cold
my
and dies
God.
the next day, right?
Oh my God.
Oregon Trail is some bullshit. Like,
how was there never a way to get like a less deep place to like cross up against the water? Like, why do I have to lose all of my horses? Like,
that's it. You gotta know it's
and
a
my
cold,
life.
cold world.
Like,
I gotta lose my life
Cold world.
and my horses and
my
my
wife
life.
and my horses.
You know what was
and
worse?
My brain.
You know what was-
like, this is bad business.
You know what was the worst part? You couldn't wait to get to class to play it. Like,
I know. Wait.
That was the time you could play.
Right, it's true. Did kids that like graduated from your school, did they leave their like tombstones in the game?
Yeah.
That shit used to be so lit. I was like, oh shit, like look, it's the homie. Like I couldn't wait to leave my tombstone. It was really important to me. Like,
leaving your mark.
Yes, it was so great. Like
I was here.
Right.
Listen, I remember.
What are y'all trying to teach me right now? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I remember getting bit by a snake. Your son died from a snake bite.
A snake bite.
He was just here.
Typhoid fever.
He was just here.
I remember that. Oh my God.
These old-timey pirate diseases and shit. Scurvy and
Scurvy. What you? So I couldn't eat I need to eat oranges.
Scurvy.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, listen. Whatever happened to chicken pox? Remember how before you used to like take shots for like chicken pox, or just catch it one time and you would never get it again? Like, was that our vaccination for chicken pox? Just catch it?
That was the vaccine.
Yeah.
Get it.
That was it. Either you got caught with it, or if you didn't have a shot, everyone in the house got it. That's what we did.
I never had them, okay. But my mother tells me a story about how a cousin of hers got it, and then literally that weekend, all the kids was at the house. Like, ew.
That's how we did it.
That's like child abuse or something. I don't like that.
It really also made me think. It made me think when I had kids of my own. My kids are 15, 13, and 12 and a half. So when I remember when they got their first vaccination for chickenpox, I was like, why did my kids get chickenpox? And I did. I just never understood that. But I got their vaccination early in life before they could even
Lord. Let me go find out why this dog is acting psycho.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Crazy dog.
I wanted to ask a question in regards to the heart transplant, because it feels like pieces of the story is missing. I overheard you talking about hospital bed and ass out and all that stuff. It's really hilarious. So I just wanted to know, did this heart transplant, like I was digging into the story. I'm like 10 steps ahead of y'all. I'm just here just analyzing my anxiety, messing up. But anyways, I was wondering about the heart transplant. So was he or she on the list before COVID? Because it would be different if they were once the pandemic hit. You know, like what kind of a choice are you giving me to get the vaccination if I've been on the list since 2018? You know what I mean? I'm wondering, is it, you know, I looked in the story and I couldn't find any sources for that. So I just want to know if you guys
interesting.
Okay.
But
and this is one perspective that I have. That's one perspective that I have.
He was ugly,
you know,
and we were gonna give him.
They were like, "Sorry, bro."
If he was handsome,
Instagram model anyway.
Y'all would have had some sympathy for him if he was handsome.
You know,
why they do that, man? So I hear your question, and I feel like it's a good one. But then I think, okay, so let's say you were on the list since 2017, right? And then somehow all this time it never happened until now, right? But we've been in the pandemic for 3 years. So I feel like, maybe you could, like, we could be like, okay, Izzy, like, you're on the list, right? And we see that you're not vaccinated, so you have 30 days to get both of your shots. And so we'll schedule your shit for 30 days. But if you don't get your shot in 30 days or something happens, COVID related in that time, then oh well, girl, sorry. Like, I feel like hopefully that's maybe that would have been what happened. But in the story, it was saying that boy was like sticking to his guns and shit. Like, so that made me feel like he was one of those people was like, I'll just drink mercury instead or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Take a shot of bleach real quick.
He's one of those people that go to the school board that if you tell my kids to put the mask on, I'm gonna come back on Monday and I'm gonna shoot somebody. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's a
or
mask.
you can just keep your open mouth
mask.
breathing kids at home, then. Like,
damn, when the fact that there's outrage about masks. Like, I get it. Like, if you're a person like you got asthma, so like I got asthma, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me that much, but like if I'm at the gym, like back when you had to wear masks wherever you go,
right?
You know, you put the mask on. If I like worked up like a good sweat or whatever, and I was like out of breath, I'm taking it off. I can't. It is what it is, you know. But to be like, I don't think masks are effective. Nigga, would you let somebody operate on you without wearing a mask? Like, it's the common sense. Like, that's when I realized common sense in this country ain't really that
it's not there.
You know what I'm saying?
Common sense and freedom is not free. Like, listen,
right.
I have another point of view. I wanted to also ask, so if I was on the list since 2017 and I refused to get the vaccination, right? Am I healthy enough? Am I healthy enough to even get the vaccination? Is that because heart transplant, that's like a very severe health issue. Some people can't get the vaccination because of it. What if he was just restricted from the heart transplant because of that? How would you feel?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's deep.
That's a really good question.
Heart condition, I probably wouldn't have got vaccinated for real. I would be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would be thinking about every single thing that I put in my body. Like, you know what I'm saying? You talking about?
No, I get it.
Your heart, though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your arm or your heart. Like,
but
what about,
also,
I had gas yesterday.
What
I
about
felt something in my chest. I was like, oh Lord, like I was worried a little. Oh, it's just gas. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm coming, little Satan. Like,
Chris Sanford, I'm coming for you.
Right.
Come on, Elizabeth.
I'm coming, Martha. I'm coming.
Elizabeth. It was Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth, my bad. I got
Elizabeth
Superman.
I'm calling out to Little Saint when I go. Like,
not Little Saint.
Damn.
Is it Little Saint from Hardball?
I mean,
is that
so
that dance?
I'm just wondering. So I'm just wondering if they would even be at the top of the list anymore.
No, more than likely they wouldn't. If they're not doing everything that's been agreed to,
right?
They won't be.
Damn.
No, but we're talking. No, she said that. What if somebody didn't get the vaccination because of all the complications that they were having while waiting for a heart?
Then they will probably have to get put on that God committee to see if it's even worth trying to give them the heart.
And which is what I'm saying. And it's going to get up there, and they're probably going to be like,
Like, nah.
Exactly.
We'll take the next person. Like,
it's just a tough situation for real. Because you think about it too. No, go ahead.
Why my butt on hold? I'm over here trying to make a phone call because of the other phone call and the neighbor and the dog.
Damn kids.
Good.
All of them. Yeah, no, it's good. Hold on. I think I got it now.
okay.
It's just a tough situation because, like,
yes, Izzy, come on, girl.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's just overall it's just a tough situation because it is. So it's like, dude get bumped off the list. He can't get his heart. That's sad. But then again, him being bumped down just means whoever's next on the list is bumped up, and they still getting the heart. So it's like
they're not like throwing it in the trash. Like,
right. Like this ain't gonna work. Just throw it away.
Ball the heart up and throw it.
Right.
Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's none of that. So
right.
Yeah, that's just a tough position to be in. You waiting on a transplant, like, and you will feel different, obviously, if it was your loved one. But when it's not, it's easy to look at it like, well, as long as somebody gets this heart that's available, what else?
I probably wouldn't look at it any different if it was my loved one, because I've been yelling at this nigga for 3 years to get a fucking vaccine.
You ain't shit, Chris.
Oh well, like
see,
remember how like 2 years ago I told you to get that fucking shot? Remember how I said that?
See you with
Are you guys vaccinated?
Yeah.
All of you guys are vaccinated?
I got my 2 shots
because
I'm afraid to get the booster because so much conflicting information with the CDC. I'm like, should I really get my booster? Because then it's like, all right, now we need 2 more shots for
another booster.
Now we need another one.
Ain't it like 3 boosters so far?
I think so.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
They're talking about a 4th one, I'm hearing.
Damn.
See, nah. I got the original. That's all I need. I'm good.
Yeah, I got the 2 OGs because I work at a arena and stuff, so I have to keep myself safe from all the open mouth drunk white people.
Yeah, I can understand.
Woo! I hear that noise.
Give me 5 feet, Trevor.
Drunk white people. You around them, you're gonna hear a woo. They have to woo.
Woo!
It's in here.
It's like Jägermeister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Jägermeister.
What's Jägerbomb?
God damn.
Take a shot with me.
What is it, Steel Reserve?
I like they put their arm around you and shit. Like, I like.
Oh
black
my god!
People. I always like black people. Like, this nigga don't get the.
I love them. I love when they're drunk.
Try your off on this nigga, man. Like,
I love when they're drunk because they pay for everyone's drinks. I don't know what it is about them, and I always call them out on that. Like, why do you buy the whole place drinks? Like, what is on your mind when you guys do that?
Like, they're just like spending your money.
Happiness.
Nothing else.
There you go.
It's just like I want everybody in this general vicinity to like love me right now. Like that's
that's a good way of putting it.
I want niggas to give me high fives every time I see them all night. Like that's what I want. Like
okay, I gotta tell y'all a story about the whole vaccination thing.
Let me hear it.
Go ahead.
It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. So all 2020, I'm telling my husband got diabetes. So I'm telling him, okay, we need to stay away from people, put stuff on, have him put it on the porch. We'll come and get it. We'll go do delivery and all that. All 2020, didn't catch nothing. All the way up until August of 2021, we're good. I go to work. Mom had it, so I had to get quarantined before I could go back on base. Went back on base that Friday. I was able to get back to work. My husband's like, hey, I got a meat package from the guy we normally get it from, and you can cook this tonight. Okay, whatever. That Saturday, he started feeling bad. That Sunday, I started feeling bad. Went into the emergency room. He popped hot. I didn't. And they're like, well, if the blood saturation doesn't get above 90, we're going to have to call the hospital. All right. Sunday night, early Monday morning, called the ambulance on him. Boom. He headed off to the VA or the military hospital. Wednesday, had to call it on myself. Boom. So we're in the same room, getting the same treatment. We both caught Delta.
Damn.
So he's diabetic, so they trying to get all this stuff, make sure he's good. He been in there for 9 days. I get out after 4 days. Man, I looked every time they gave me a shot or something. I looked at him like, this is your motherfucking fault. The motherfucking meat man? Really? The meat man. You couldn't just tell him drop the shit somewhere. The fucking meat man. It's a running joke too. It's a running joke now. We see that dude, I'll be like, you better not.
Stay away from
Do a
me.
U-turn, fam.
You are an enemy of the state.
Damn.
Meat man.
Yeah. Right after that, I had to wait them 60 days. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
So were you vaccinated before that time? Did you get vaccinated?
No, because they were actually, I wasn't, but I had my doctor running panels on me to figure out if I had RA or not. So they didn't want me to do anything that would mess with that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I was literally, the doctor told me I couldn't do it. I was waiting for him to say okay.
Damn.
So I could take it. But I'm like, I didn't got it now, so
might as well.
I done already got it. Go on, shoot it up.
Right.
What else we got? Because it's not like I ain't been told to do it before in the military. I done had anthrax, smallpox, malaria. What else we doing? I'm pretty sure
Wait,
everything in there.
you had anthrax? So you talking about
what,
a shot for anthrax?
Oh,
What happened?
the shot's crazy.
Oh, I was like, like you caught it or like you had a bag full of it.
Patient zero.
Yeah, anthrax
and anthrax, malaria got.
Look, man, I'm telling you, they were like, you taking this? You gonna take this? Okay. Here, ow, well, you sure this ain't gonna make my eyeballs fall off? We don't know yet.
Too late now. It's too late.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. All this stuff, and they give me this shot, everything else is in the system. Probably look at them like, what you doing here? I'm like, oh my God.
Hold on. Izzy done went and got some different lighting. She done put on some lip
Izzy!
Nigga, we see you,
nigga. So dark. Okay, the sun had set it, so like it got so dark. And then my husband cut the light out.
So look, this is like the perfect time to play explain that picture. G, you still got everybody's socials pulled up?
I believe I do.
Yeah, come on. I got some fun ones. Let's go.
Yeah, look, she ready to do it. Let's explain this picture.
I love it.
Oh, I got fun ones.
So this is Izzy's pay, like she was saying before she got hacked. So all we get is 3 pics.
3 pictures.
3 pictures.
Oh, okay.
One of them is Chris Tucker.
Yes.
My social media pop-up. That is so adorable. Thank you for that.
Yo, your son stole your whole face.
Like the whole thing.
Just that mine.
So are you guys asking me to explain the picture of Chris Tucker?
You said what?
Are you guys asking me to explain the Chris Tucker?
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know about the picture. In fact, you can do all 3 of your pictures because you only got 3 pictures up there. So you just go ahead.
I'm done.
First one, of course, is me and my son, 15 years old, and we just kind of took a little selfie in the car.
Is he driving you?
He is not driving me.
Okay.
He's 15, though. He's 15, so I'm working on him driving really soon. Before his 16th birthday. So yeah, we've been practicing, but not fully yet. I don't trust him yet. But yeah, so my second photo, and I wish I had my daughters on my page too. They don't really take pictures often together, so it's hard. So I'll have them soon. But the second photo, oh man, that second one is super deep. It was when that I'm not sure if you guys saw that podcast where that guy was talking about he called Dark Skin and Darkies. You know that podcast that kind of happened a few weeks ago?
Oh, it's about Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
I used to listen to them.
Don't say that name.
I knew
Yeah,
we
we
was
don't-
about to say that. I knew
We don't
this
talk
was
about
something
them.
They lame for that.
Yeah.
They real
That
lame.
one really it bothered me a lot. I got bullied a lot for my complexion my whole life. I've been called everything in the book. I even had a song for my name in New York City, diarrhea. Anyways, that shit just triggered me. That shit triggered me. So I put it on all my socials, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, everything, because I just felt that way. I felt really deep about it. So and then I got a lot of feedback on it on my social, But yeah, it just triggered me, and it triggered a lot of my friends too. It's just something disgusting. I just don't like how the media portrays dark skin, but you know how that goes. And then of course my third photo, Chris Tucker. I'm not sure. I graduated in 05. I graduated in 05.
God.
I'm young,
I'm older than you.
Older than
I'm
me?
definitely older than you.
So I graduated high school in '05, and of course, you know, this pave, fake ass diamond was the thing. Everybody had the glass, or whatever the case may have been. And I just thought it was so funny because when I posted it, all of my high school friends was like, yo, like, hey, yo.
Nobody questioned it though. For some reason, nobody questioned it.
Yo, that canary yellow used to have a hold on nigga.
A choco, right?
Bro, if those earrings were real, they would cost like 50 grand or more. Like and niggas was wearing that in high school. Like you know that's
with no lunch money. With no lunch money.
Nigga, you asked me to borrow $1, but you got 100 grand in jewelry. Nobody questioned that. Nobody questioned it.
Right.
Foolishness.
So let me ask you a question. Are you going to pull all of our social or just one?
We doing a deep nah, this is probably just
I was like, oh my god, this is an
expose. Say, do not pull my Twitter. I can't explain Twitter. I cannot explain my Twitter.
I mean, I did try to go
salad
here.
is the feds. Like, hold on.
It's blocked.
Oh, well, see, yeah, my page is blocked, so I'm so sorry. Yeah, this one.
And then when I go to your Twitter, it's like these are private. Oh no, my bad. These tweets are protected. Why is it private?
They are private. Twitter is private. Only to my followers. I will definitely be happy to allow you to be my friend. And I think I added you as a friend. Remember? Recently.
We're going answers. No, Izzy. God damn it. What goddamn man? What a goddamn ass. Okay.
I did add you as a friend, so it shouldn't be private.
I'm playing with you. Yeah. That's cool. I like that hat. Where you get that hat from? It's like a
oh my god, I did a granny's night out. Have you guys ever heard of that? Like you just like
what is that?
You take like a fake bud. I had so much fun. So that
was you get dressed up like an old bitch and then you go to the club.
Yes, wow. Exactly. So I was vacation granny. I was vacation granny, and I was the grandma that always goes out to the yacht club. She's always in the cruise. That kind of granny, right? And then my friend was a Jamaican granny. She was the Jamaican granny with the knee highs and the powder. Or the powder on her chest. I'm not sure if you guys familiar with Jamaican culture. And she had like the muumuu dress on that was kind of silky see-through.
Wow.
You know, her church shoes and a cane. And the French rolls, that salt pepper French roll. We did it up. I gotta show you a picture.
That's hilarious.
I got a video too. I got videos. We had so much fun.
Do women still use powder? Do y'all still be using powder? Like,
oh, absolutely not. Not after the Johnson. Oh my God.
I feel like after the Johnson thing for like 20 years ago, they stopped using powder. But before that, people was using powder, man.
We were using it,
Put it in a bra, you know what I'm saying? Keep the girls fresh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it causes ovarian cancer. My great grandmother died from ovarian cancer because of Johnson powder.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. After I heard that she passed from the powder that she'd been using for her whole life, she used to use shower to shower. That's an old powder. Right? So like old people, that was her powder. And then Avon powder, and then Johnson. They won the case or whatever, but I'm just like, I can't use Johnson because of that.
Yeah.
That's all right. Thank you, Izzy. We appreciate you. Let's go on to the lovely Pandora 232.
I love that name.
Pandora.
I love your page. So pretty. I love your lock too, by the way.
I love it.
Love your lock.
Right. Where is Miss Pandora at?
You know, I got some goofies.
Oh, you can't see it, G?
I can't see her. It could be my screen, but
yeah, I can see it.
I can see it too.
Hey.
I love that dress. So pretty.
Doing her modeling thing. All right, we got to see
something. Teen Titans.
Going over to the Teen Titans. That was funny. I actually
it was
that was hilarious.
Hey.
Coming in hot.
Oh, that's right. Those are pretty.
Girl. That was for a summer magazine, and ended up making it into it.
That was up.
Yo, shout out. Hold on. Let me get a comment. Shout out to US.
Yeah.
USMC 8395.
You look thickness.
No punctuation. No other words.
No punctuation.
Thickness.
I know your DM's popping.
I know that's right.
How did you get into modeling?
Really, I've been off and on since I was like 13. But
Okay.
in 2013, right before I got married, my husband was like, "Hey, you should start doing it again." I'm like, He was like, "Come on." I'm like, He's like, "Come on." I'm like, "Fine." It just kind of went from there.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I ate that whole cake. I don't care. That was good. I ate that whole
Beautiful.
What else do we got
Oh my
here
God,
for
a
you?
Buzz Lightyear meme. Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
show the craftsmanship. Show the craftsmanship. She's very talented with that.
This is from
That
Bleach,
looks like
right?
some bleach. It's some bleach.
Yeah.
My business page actually has the completed thing on it. I had a friend 3D model it, and I ended up cutting it down the middle, and I ended up cutting one of the sides off. So there's actually technically now 4 pieces to that.
I see it. I see the chin part.
Nice.
The full mask. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
Stop.
Can we get to the? Is this it right here? Can we take a look now?
Well, she got the Spurs fit on. I see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Out here.
Beautiful.
Girl, you better be voguing or whatever they call this.
He said, or whatever you call it.
Not Logan. I think that's a little outdated, my friend.
All of that shit. Go ahead on, man.
What do they call that now?
I think called angles. Like you need to get your angles straight.
Yeah,
Get your
nigga
angles
say
together.
okay.
Actually, that wig I'm about to use for a either a storm or a black canary. I don't know yet.
They work for both.
Oh.
Dope. Get your Erica Badu on. I see you.
Pick your afro, daddy. Oh, that shirt is
Because it's
fire. I
fire,
like that.
You know
sorry.
what? It's a small black-owned business. I'm trying to let me see. Shy Roxy is the one who actually ended up making that for me. I can send you her link because she makes t-shirts and stuff. And it's actually, if well, I don't know if you can zoom in, but it has all artists, all black artists.
I see that.
That's
I see Jimi Hendrix. I see Ziggy. I see Etta James. I see a lot. There's some heavy hitters in there.
Biggie, yep.
Like Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Ella Fitzgerald. There you go.
Jimmy.
Looks like Gladys Knight.
Jimi Hendrix used to be smashing white girls in the 60s, bro.
You know he was.
Dangerous, living dangerous.
They were in love
Living on
with
the
him.
edge, nigga. Like, bro, you know his friends like, nigga, they will kill you, my nigga. Like, no, like, don't do that. It's like, I like
don't bother me. I'm good.
This nigga out here.
Okay.
I'm doing me.
Beautiful. I love that. Definitely give me noir. I love
That's from the exact designer. I saw that. I figured out who he was and had him make me the exact same outfit.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
I love it.
That's dope. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got a model, y'all. Look at here.
We do.
Look at here.
Not look at him with his back.
Okay.
The one down on the bottom. Harley Quinn.
She's clean. Let's go to the next person. We want to get to the bottom of this.
What's the bottom of what?
Cosplay too?
Chris.
Are we going to Chris
now? Cosplay that you do?
Oh, that's cool. That's my podcast one. There's nothing here. It's just crazy ass shit.
Let's see what we got here.
Let me go.
It's just me.
I see Umar. Dr. Umar already.
Donations.
Look,
All right,
donations.
So where should we go from your link tree?
Oh, I don't know. Like that's all podcast stuff. You guys probably should have went. Just pull up my Twitter or my Instagram or my actual Instagram.
Is it a link to your Instagram up here?
Right there. No, yeah. And even this is outdated because I took like a 2-month sabbatical.
You better use
that's
it.
me.
Better now.
That's me as that's me as Captain Planet for Halloween.
I love that.
You guys can see the whole outfit on the YouTube of that. Those are my little children.
Okay.
Oh,
My son is 12 and my daughter is 10, and that is 2 of the 5 of us from Podcast Happy Hour, or 3, I guess, because I include myself.
Dope.
Yeah, those are some cool pictures. I had fun that day. Yes, those are my girls. Super proud, guys. If you guys ever get a chance to like check us out on YouTube, we're amazing. We're 5 solo podcasters that have become like super close friends, and then we have like this collective thing that we do once a month. So yeah, so that was why I was dressed up as Captain Planet, because every time it's my turn, like I made the girls have ugly Christmas sweaters in December, and then I made everybody dress up. So that was really fun.
That's dope. Look, well, we want to know, what is the group chat like? Because we know y'all got a group chat.
That's where it's, man.
That's where it goes down. That's where it goes down.
That's what started the
podcast,
the idea for the podcast.
Okay,
because we were just like always like in the group chat with each other. Like we used to do like movie nights, Netflix and chill nights together, like 1 2 3 press play, like looking at us like type shit like you used to do when we were younger. And yeah, man, it's crazy. We talk a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie, we talk a lot of shit about podcasters. I don't want to be transparent. Yeah, it's real wild though. Like, you know, we're just super ourselves. Like, you know, oh, that's my ugly Christmas sweater for the show.
Blow that up.
I love it.
We gotta see this
actually lighting up and stuff too.
Wow, that is yeah.
That's Christmas.
It's creative, man. It's creative.
Thank you. My grandmother used to make us Christmas sweaters like that and force us to wear them. And they had like little battery packs on the inside, so you had to like turn it on and shit. So like I got the inspiration from my childhood, you know, like that's some shit that she would make me wear. Like,
listen, Chris,
is that the logo for your podcast on your cell phone holder thing?
Yes, it is.
That's dope. Well, where did you get that?
Genius. That's genius.
I made it on PopSocket, on popsocket.com.
PopSocket, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Listen, Chris, the only thing that I want to see that would make your IG like 10 times better is my Mexicans with the card show. Like if you would have had that video up here.
No, you're right. I shut up.
That's it.
We need evidence.
You take a lot of sensual pictures, which is great.
Oh, that's just like my resting face. Like I don't really know. I'm awkward if I like actually try to pose for pictures. So like that's just my resting face.
I know, me too. I can never get angles.
Yeah, so that's it.
Side note, has everybody seen the final season of Insecure?
Yes.
I have.
Oh, yes, that was back when I did the recap show with Spence from Views from the 7. Okay. But yeah.
What did y'all think of the ending of it?
Watch it from Jump Street. I haven't even watched it.
Oh man, we can't talk about it then.
All of it. Yeah. You can talk.
Okay, so we can't talk about it, but I'm giving it a thumbs down.
Look, I ain't gonna know who, what, when, where, or why.
Yeah, that's right. She don't know nobody's names on the show. So
okay, all right. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna end the way. Oh, that's right. Your name is Chris.
Oh, I forgot, nigga.
Damn, we always do
that. We always fucking do that. We did that the last time we recorded together. Damn. Like we both started talking at the same time. Anyway, go ahead.
Nah, you good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I just didn't appreciate all of the fucking time lapses. Like it made me feel like they were getting canceled as opposed to like them like deciding that the show was over. Like. So like they was like, look, this is it for y'all. We're not bringing y'all back, and they just hurried up and tried to like put some shit in, like some shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. It was okay, but I wanted more because the way that Issa and Lawrence's relationship actually was, like, it just, oh, that's my little niece when she was dressed up like Chucky.
Oh,
she's so cute. She had red hair. She's adorable.
Yeah. So I just feel like they just rushed it, and I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either. I was very unimpressed with the last season, and I felt like Issa was better and more equipped to be with them. You know, I felt like she was way beyond their pay grade, pretty much. I felt like she was better than those, and I didn't like that she ended up with Lawrence, which I don't really care. You know, I felt like it was good for the show.
Are you sure? Like,
I get it.
I feel like it was good for Hollywood, is what I meant to say. I don't think it was good for the viewers because we didn't like that, but you know, I felt like they made do with what they had, and they showed a dynamic which was very toxic, which was good because a lot of people go through this every day, especially the Lawrence thing, having a baby with somebody else, and then you're in love with someone that has that baby. So it's like, can I be selfish enough to not want him and his child, or can I live with both of them? You know?
No, I cannot. Thank you for asking.
That's what I said. The viewers didn't like it for that very reason. And then I think I was very biased. I was very biased because right after the season ended, Lawrence did this crazy video of him doing a TikTok of who he would screw if they were women, and you know, the whole whitewashing thing. I hate it. Made me hate.
Hold on, wait, what happened? He did what?
So I maybe 2 weeks after the show ended, he did like Lawrence did, you know, JL did like a TikTok. You have to go back and look at it. But he did a TikTok where he made fun of his cast members, and he rated them on how many shots he would take based off of their skin color, pretty much. And all
what
of
the fuck?
Look, you have to look it up. Can you pull it up, please, so you guys can watch it and understand it?
I wish I could bring up my TikTok.
But yeah, he did like a whole like video, and it got a really lot of backlash. I think he deleted it. That's how bad it was. But it went around all of those social media platforms anyway, and it circulated so much that everyone was like, "I hate him more now." You know, it made him kind of look bad. But you know, I just feel like society always makes the lighter skinned female the more appealing one, and that's how the TikTok video portrayed. So that's why I didn't watch it anymore. You know?
It's all part of living in a white country. It's funny because like nobody ever really calls this a white country because you know the politically correct thing to say is, you know, America's a melting pot. We got all of these, but don't get it twisted, nigga. This is a white country that we live in. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be trying to push European standards of beauty on our people. I'll tell you one thing I didn't appreciate about the last season of Insecure: all the man ass. It was so much man ass.
He was a lot of butt
in the show. I was just like, bruh, like
I liked it because you don't see that. You don't see.
I'm sure you did. It was geared for you. You know what I'm saying? And gay dudes or whatever. But as a straight dude, I didn't appreciate all the extra man. At least let it be equal time. You know what I'm saying? Can you see some girl butt fair. Sometimes? You know. Just that was my only gripe. Man ass.
Man,
you know
man
what I loved about
gotcha.
it?
Gotcha.
Man, I love the fact that they portrayed Issa having sex with a heavy set dude. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, like all the guys she screwed were heavy.
I was okay, big boys, okay? You know what I'm saying? One for the
he was
boys.
annoying though, and then he tried to play her.
He was very annoying. What was he, like the security guard?
Yes.
He tried to play her. They was just smashing. She was using him like he was using her. Like
that's true.
Right. It wasn't serious. It wasn't serious.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Yo, do we got any is that everybody that we do everybody explain this? But yeah, we did everybody explain this picture. Do we have any more topics, G?
That's it.
Okay, cool. We want to thank everybody for coming on. Go ahead and plug y'all social medias, plug everything y'all got going on. This is y'all time to do all that good stuff.
And make sure to send them to us so we can plug it with the video once we get this posted up for the podcast.
Yes, sir.
I guess I'll start.
Don't all talk at once. All right.
Okay, so anyway, I'm the solo host of Shenanigans with Friends. You guys can follow Shenanigans with Friends on Facebook at Shenanigans Podcast, IG Shenanigans_podcast, which I just saw, and then Twitter SW Friends Pod. My personal Twitter, it's a fucking hoot. It's _Chris. That's ITS_KHRS. Let me see what else. Oh, All Docked Up is my other show. We review documentaries. We are live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're covering Pharma Bro. I cannot wait. You guys can make sure that you're following us on YouTube. All Docked Up Pod. It's ALLDOCDUP. We're on IG and Twitter too. What else? KOD Bartending, IG and Facebook, Podcast Happy Hour sometime this month. It's a lot of stuff happening. Just follow my personal Twitter and you'll find out.
Go to the link tree. It's all there.
A lot of shit happening.
He stays busy. That's what I'm talking
Steve Harvey girl.
about.
All right, who's next?
Is he?
Yeah, so I only have 2 socials. Well, I have 3. Of course, my Facebook is Izaria Jackson Butler. Of course, the hyphen between the Jackson and the Butler. You can find me there. It's an actual public page. It's not private. You should have pulled that one up first. And my Instagram is killer_Izaria. Of course, spelled IEIYE And of course, my Twitter is Chica Bonita _3.
Call nice. I gotta put the glasses back on. Because we need answers, damn it. Why the killer? Why is it the killer?
Oh.
Where's that from?
Killer Izaria. I don't know. I just feel like my spirit is very killer when I'm, in my zone.
That's the spirit of a serial killer.
Okay.
I think that's how the movie Chucky started. Right.
Not like that in that sense. Killer meaning I used to be had a friend in high school called me Killer Eye. Because he could never say my real name, Izaria. So he would call me Killer Eye. He would only call me that. So I just changed my IG to that. I thought it was kind of cool.
All right.
We watching you, though. We watching. All right. And last but certainly not least, Pandora. Where can they find you at?
They can find me on Facebook under Pandora Strother Model. They can find me on Instagram at Pandora2322. I have a business that I do shirts, resin work, jewelry. That is non-Barbie fashion and more on Facebook. And on Instagram is non-Barbie-fashion.more. I'll send it all because I know it's a lot to say all together.
That's all good.
That's what's up, and we'll put links in the description for the people. So we want to thank everybody for watching this episode of the Geek Salad Podcast. Thank our guests for being on the show. You can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and also Twitter at Geek Salad. Until next time.
I want to thank you again for coming up. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
I'm on the come up, jump up, I pick my gun up. Joe Jackson with trap.